In the last video, we set up the build system to make our dungeons playable. Today, I'll show you the full multiplayer sample, a complete game flow from main menu to gameplay. So this sample comes in with a server browser, some simple session management, and also a lobby for the players to come and assemble. So I'm going to stop this and set the net mode to standalone and set the number of players to 2 and run this in its own window. So we have 2 standalone windows, and we can let's make this as the host. So this is your lobby, and the lobby has a live preview of the dungeon that would be created if you were to start this game, and you can zoom and pan it as well, and you can randomize it. If you're the host, you could randomize it and view how the dungeon will look like. And we are not really building the dungeon, as in we're not spawning it, just the layout, and then we pass that layout onto the minimap framework that comes with DA to render this beautiful level. We can also change to the different levels. So let's switch over to the other window and join the existing host that we have here. And we join in as a client here. So the server can randomize the seed, and you see the result, the preview result of the dungeon, and the seed is passed down. So you can change the levels. Right now we have 2 levels set up, and let's start. So this sample comes in with the lobby and some simple session management and a server browser. So a lobby helps all the players assemble, and once we start the game from the host, we simply do a server travel to travel all the connected clients over to the game, and the level that we just loaded is exactly the same that we created in the last video. It is creating this. It was set up using the build system component, and it just takes care of all of the heavy lifting of bringing in the players, and it also supports late joining as well. So let's now have 3 different windows. I'm gonna host it here. Join. So I have the server over here, the host, and the client. Another one that did not join yet. I'll demonstrate late joining, where players can come in and join at a later point in time. So let's switch over to the Foundry this time. All right, let's start. And we have our players, 2 players locked in. So we know that the player start is here, and if we get the third computer in, so let's refresh again. And click join. This would take us straight inside, and you see that this third player is just popped in. So late joining is supported, and all of the heavy lifting of having the players join in, synchronize with multiplayer, the server sending the seed to the clients, everything is taken care of by the build system component. Now while you're in game, you can press the tab key and you enter the full screen map preview. So this is a widget that I provide with Dungeon Architect that lets you render a dungeon minimap minimap widget, and you can see the layout of your dungeons. You can use your mouse to pan and zoom. One thing to note, the lobby and the server browser are reference implementations. The UI that you see here, they're samples to show what's possible and not really part of Dungeon Architect itself. So the build system is the core feature. So when you hit start, its server travels all of the connected clients on the lobby over to the map that has the build system set up, and that is part of Dungeon Architect that does the heavy lifting for building the multiplayer level. How you bring in the players into that level is up to you, and really it's gameplay specific. So it really depends on the kind of game that you have, the UI that you have, and this is provided to you as a reference implementation. You can use this directly if you want to, or you can see how this was used so that you can integrate it with your existing server browser and lobby that you might have in the game. And that is the multiplayer sample. You can check the docs for more details.